Welcome back to The Artisan of Glimis. In the last part we restored the rose windows, now on to silver. Rose windows. Each region contains exactly one of each symbol. You need to grow out, must turn because you contain a blue, still needs to grow because you still need a yellow. Which couldn't be any of go through this. You need to get out, must turn, get out. This blue needs to join upwards. Oh, can't go any further. You need to go to at least there. No idea how you no, wait, I do have an idea how you continue because you still need a red on. This is the only one in reach. Could still take this one too. Or this one. No, not this one because this blue needs to get out. Turn to this red. This blue needs the last needs to connect to the last red and now picked up a yellow on the way. There's exactly one of each symbol, so we can separate these two. Then next to each other. You need to get out of the corner and you push each other further. You still can go either way, but not anymore. Now you are forced to go down. This yellow needs to get out, which pushes all of them further. You could be finished, but you still need to go. This would be was forced to join here. And you take the last yellow. The usual start to separate the same symbols. Let's start up here to get them out of the cul-de-sacs. You could be finished now. You need to go. It couldn't turn either. You can't pick up more red. So you need to turn down and you can't pick up red. No, you could be finished. Still need more. And you go to at least here. You need to do this. Now, let's see what the blues do. You need to get around. This blue here still needs a red and the only one in reach is this one. You still need to go, so you run into this red. You run into this one. So now there's only one region left unfinished, and it must do it like this. You need to come out, which to at least here, which means you to blue. Do it like this. You're pushed into this yellow. You need to get down. You go through here, so everything is part of this blue. This red needs to come out, which means this red has to join. Only a left. Now for its differentiation, the yellow is still missing its yellow, so it needs to take it, which means it's the last region. There's one down here through the window. Four different symbols. You contain blue already. You contain red. You still need to pick up a yellow, so you must join. You need to pick up green. This contains yellow, and you're still missing red, so you need to go further to this red one. Close blue. This blue needs to get out. Join. Still missing green. So can't go any further. You're missing red. And can't turn here because you just picked up green. And you need to get out to a yellow, which must be this one. Which was these greens. Still need to go, which pushes you out to here, and you can only get your yellow from this one. To finish, this green needs to connect to this region. Combination, shaping, all regions must be a T tetromino, and all cylinders. To get in such a corner, the T can only do this. This one, the T can either do this either here or left or right, or it does this, but this T doesn't pick up a rose window symbol, so it is not this. And must be either one of them. And it isn't this one, because then here is a two-tile area left, which a T cannot fit in. Turn this, and like this. Now here's a corner again. Similar view. This needs to go out, and here's by virtue of the separation of the symbols. Sabere, here's the last cul-de-sac. Von Nord to Silver? The common shape in every rotation of this 2x4 is a small square, so every one of the corners is at least a small square. You already picked up a red dot, so you can turn upward. This now created a new corner here, and it already picked up a red, so can join up. Now, this is a new corner, and again 2 dots, so join upward. And 2 more corners that both contain a dot. And that was the last puzzle to make a silver. So faster, way faster than expected, so let's do some more. Shaping is an El Tetromino, okay. Here's a say. Something needs to get out of this corner and it can turn down or it would go outside the panel. You need to get out and can join here because both reds. You also need to get out and you can turn here or you would run into yellow. You need to get out but can do either one of these, but you can't do this because then you missed every blue. This corner here needs to pick up a red and a blue, but if it turns like here, it's missing a blue. So it takes this blue. Which forces it to this shape. No shape restriction in here, just regular windows. You need to get out. To at least here. This red one needs to pick up a yellow, and it can't go through here, because it would run into this here red. So it needs to take at least this yellow, because if it would go to this yellow, it needs to go through red again. It already picked up a blue on the way, so this is the border. And this is a complete reach, because it both has blue. So this blue needs to get out. It can join upward to the other blue. You're still missing your red symbol, so it must be this one and can't go any longer. You're still missing your yellow, so you take this, and you're still missing your green, so you finish it like this. The entire grid is filled in with symbols, so every region is of size 4. because there's 4 different symbols. It separates them. You need to go to 4. This blue leaves through this red, so it must pick up all 4 of the square. You need to get out, and you both have a blue. L shape again. This one can only reach this blue. This 3 long here must be part of the same L, because otherwise the shape wouldn't fit in. Here. This one would pick up 2 reds and no blue, so it can be part of this L. And it could be part of it like this. Okay. Yeah. Where does this red get its blue from? It can only reach this one. So they're part of the same shapes and must go through the corner. This tile needs to get to a blue, and it can only get to this one down. There. Which now forces this to go up, to not be left alone. Which now means you turn this way. You need to go out 3 and need to pick up blue. You couldn't fit in, only fit in like this. This tile here can't turn upwards because it leaves a 3 L gap here. So must join to this blue. Which now means it goes like this. This blue needs to get out and can't turn yet, so it does this and not isolated, so it turns like this. And that finishes the puzzle. There's one down through this window. Only rose windows this time. Let's start by getting all of these out. All of the cul-de-sac regions have already 2 symbols and are missing 1, so let's mark them. You're missing red. You're yellow. Red again. Blue. Blue. and yellow. Now there's only two single blues left and two regions that are missing a blue. But if this region would connect to this blue, the other one would need to cross it. So that's not possible. And we need to connect them like this. Can we repeat that with the other regions? Yeah, we can with yellow. This needs to connect to both of them. But if this yellow would be part of that region, they need to cross each other. Okay, how about the red regions? Huh. No, that seems to work on both. Could this any problem with that? How about this? Oh yeah, I saw some. Okay, so they can either join this, like this, or join like that. But this is broken because how is the blue going to connect? Okay, let's see how far they push each other. It seems to completion. Shape bank with 1s and 4s. Let's start by separating them. Why couldn't you be a single one? Oh, because of the rose windows rule. You need a symbol. This one can't be a 4 or it would run into one of them. This down here must also be a single because of the dot. This corner needs a symbol, so it must go to up there. Now you need to get out, and you too. This corner continues that pattern. Now where to finish it? The corner down here. Still needs a symbol and can't take the one up there. And this needs to be single, because it would run into that. And the remaining height is 3, so the empty fields need to join horizontally to the dots. Okay, shaping U or U with an extension. The rings are restricted, I think, because the small U is common in both shapes. Like here, the U can't go around like this, or it would run into the both red dots, so small you must go at least like this. Now it could extend to here or there, but can never have both. So, similarly, you here have 2 blues, so this is common. Oh, it's even more better because if this is now, how is this going to this going to be filled? So you could take this, and this could be a doesn't work. So this must also be a U. What's it? Oh, maybe easier to see here. This red needs a blue, and it can only reach this one. Well, this needs to be part of a region. And pick up your blue. And you too. Shape bank 3y and square. This corner can't be a y, or it would run into another dot. This one here can't be a square or be a vertical y. Same as you can't be a square or vertical anymore. You need to get out, and you need to get out. Not that much. How to continue? You here can't be horizontal or square. And that is because this one here must be a horizontal line because it can't go vertical, and it can't be a square because then this would need to come out here. And how is this going to get its rose window? From the right border, this needs to come at least to here and then take either this or that. It's this because otherwise there's the same problem with the square here on top. What now? Yeah, can be either part of this square here or the Y here. Maybe the tile count can help. 14 left to fill. And there's a sum of some amount of 3s and 4s. 3 and 4 because the Y takes on up 3 tiles and the square 4 tiles. That's only possible if there's two squares to make the count work. Also. So that's 8 from them. Yes, 14, 6. So 2 squares are in this region and 2 y's. Oh, which one can even be a square? You can't, because this one would leave this one empty, and this one would run into this dot, so you could be a square here. So maybe you can be a square, so you're the second y. You're the 2 squares. Only rose windows this time, and the entire grid is full. And there's 4 different symbols. So every region is of size 4. I'm trying to spot a symbol that is far away from every other of a certain type. Here, you can only take on 4 tiles because there's only 4 different symbols. And the only blue that this screen can reach in 4 moves is this blue. So they're the same. Green is already in it, so this is a barrier. Oh, but they're both yellow, so don't know yet which one it will be. But this green now needs to come out to at least here. Take one of these blues. This yellow here needs here red, and the only one in reach is this one. Yellow, yellow. So take the shortest parts. And again 2 blues. You are the green region. And you pick up your yellow from here. So this is also a barrier. That region has yellow. So this is a barrier, and this yellow needs to be a part of a region. This yellow will pick up one of these blues to join here, so this is part of the orange region. This yellow needs to go out to at least here and take a blue and a red, and the red can... No, wait, that's not right, because it could come to this red here and pick up blue on the way. You need to get out. You can't reach this blue or this, because it can only get to at least, at most, this square, so it needs to take on this blue, which now fixes this. Now you still need to get red and blue. The only way to do that in 2 moves is like this. You're missing red. You need to come out. This blue here could take the red here, but then it still needs to go to this green here. and it needs to reach a yellow, which is it's only possible in 2 moves, so it can't take on this red. And they push each other to the finish line. It shines through this crack here. How to reach down there? Maybe stretching? Can I get the difficulty number, please? 5. But this seems like a good endpoint for today's video. Thank you for watching.